British actress Emily Blunt has taken the role of many characters throughout her career. But in a recent interview, Blunt says that there's a certain role she's steering clear from. For today's episode, we'll be sharing with you what the actress expressed in the said interview and how she says she's out of a project if she sees these 3 specific words in a script. What could these be? Stay tuned to find out. Emily Blunt is famous for portraying the tough girl lead, but the 39-year-old actress revealed that if she sees 3 specific words in a script, it's close enough to cause her to want out of a project. The London-born actor portrays Cornelia Locke in BBC's Two's The English, a character who goes on a vengeance mission in the 1980s USA and crosses up with Ellie Whip, played by Chasky Spencer, an ex-American Army soldier who departs on his own intentions. Blunt, though, might not have accepted the job at all if the script had included a specific sentence. The actress stated in a recent interview with The Telegraph that she loves a character with a secret. "I loved Cornelia's buoyancy, her hopefulness, her guilelessness." Blunt went on to explain her character. "It's the worst thing ever when you open a script and read the words strong female lead. That makes me roll my eyes. I'm already out. I'm bored." The actress thinks that people who use the term she dislikes are supposed to play characters that exhibit practically little emotion. She added that because these parts are written to be quite stoic, you might act and speak toughly throughout the entire performance. Blunt, though, was drawn to her most recent role in the BBC series after understanding that she was playing a person with more nuanced emotions. Cornelia is more surprising than that. She's innocent without being naive, and that makes her a force to be reckoned with. Blunt said, "She startles Ellie out of his silence and their differences become irrelevant because they need each other to survive. I thought that was very cool." But this British actress isn't the only one who's tired of the tough girl label. Tatiana Maslany, who plays She-Hulk attorney at law, said in August that it is frustrating when roles are boiled down to just one strong quality. According to Maslany, this description is reductive, stripping off all the nuances and trope, and it creates a box that no one can fit inside. The actress continued by saying that the phrase itself is annoying because it is meant to make the actresses feel appreciative of their position. And even more recently, Emily Blunt elaborated more on this topic in an interview with Porter magazine and even told one of the screenwriters to write her character like a guy. The star of Sicario and Devil Wears Prada admitted that she had requested that a screenwriter portray her character like a boy so that she wouldn't be stereotypical. "Write me like a guy and I'll do the girl stuff. Just write me as you would a man, fallible and complex and difficult and shady," the actress recounted to the publication. "And we are still having to remind people to not hold women to a certain ideal." Blunt reveals what she admires about Cornelia, describing her as someone who appears like Alice in the Wild West and who embodies the feminine ideal despite having a desire for vengeance, according to the actress. Blunt continued by stating that Cornelia is so out of place in this toxic, predominantly macho environment. In fact, Blunt has to deal with media inquiries in the same way, acknowledging that she fielded queries about parenthood while filming in Atlanta for David Yates' upcoming movie, Pain Hustlers, alongside Chris Evans. The Devil Wears Prada actress continued by remarking on how peculiar it is that males are not still forced to feel defensive about their employment decisions, but women are. Then she recalled a time when she had been working on a set in Atlanta, which had been difficult since she had to rush back home every weekend. Her daughters would visit for 5 or 6 days, and it was amazing how many people had inquired about their whereabouts. As for her co-star, neither of them was asked about how they fare with their children, and then Blunt found herself over-explaining just to make sure that she can present herself as someone who can still do everything and be available for it. In other related news, Emily Blunt has finally revealed what her thoughts are about her husband John Krasinski's Fantastic Four casting. In terms of fan casting for the Fantastic Four revival in the MCU, Emily Blunt has been a popular choice. But she just disclosed her position to the studio. As the brand prepares to launch the MCU's Phase 6 slate in 2025, fan casting for the Fantastic Four team for Marvel Studios is one of the hot issues in the fandom. In those discussions about fan casting, Emily Blunt has frequently come up as a candidate for the part of Sue Storm, better known by her heroic alias, the Invisible Woman. In the 2022 film Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, Blunt's husband, John Krasinski, made his own Marvel Cinematic Universe debut as Mr. Fantastic. Fantastic. However, he is still unsure of whether he will get to play the Earth-616 version of the hero in the team's 2025 solo film. Many people would like to see the couple play one of Marvel's renowned power couples given their real-life marriage. But the actress has since revealed what's happening with a highly anticipated reboot for Marvel Studios. So what does she have to say about her being a popular fan choice as Sue Storm in Fantastic Four? Emily Blunt addressed the speculations that she could play Sue Storm in Marvel Studios' Fantastic Four revival in an interview with Extra TV. Blunt acknowledged that she doesn't know anything and that no one has approached her for the role yet when asked if viewers could see her and John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic and the Invisible Woman. Said, "I know nothing, so I'll just say that, but I mean, I never know how to answer these questions. No one has approached me about the Invisible Woman, so we'll just leave it at that. I have not been approached about the Invisible Woman." As a follow-up question, she was asked if she'd be interested to play the role, which she's not yet sure of. However, the British actress appreciated the fact that many of the fans even considered playing the role of the said hero. So is there a chance that Emily Blunt could be a potential candidate as Sue Storm? Marvel Studios will take its time to ensure that every member of the quartet is cast as well as possible, since Fantastic Four is still more than 2 years away following the most recent round of delays. The brand will look for the best candidate for each role and will not guarantee employment to anyone, as Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige has even stated. Although Blunt has a decent chance because of this, she doesn't seem to be entirely sold on the concept of really joining the franchise. Blunt is now in favor of her husband getting another chance to portray the captain of the Fantastic Four, but it is unclear whether she will join him as of now. Fantastic Four is still a few years away, but you could go and check out Emily Blunt's latest work on the English. But do you know what else we hope the actress will work on in the future? A sequel to The Devil Wears Prada. As a matter of fact, she's up for it. Emily Blunt would be more than willing to reprise the role that helped to establish her as one of the most famous fashion mean girls in cinema. In an interview with the afternoon presenters of The View on November 10, the Quiet Place actress brought up her role opposite Meryl Streep and Anne Hathaway in the 2006 film The Devil Wears Prada. Blunt said she would, in a heartbeat, consider acting in a remake or new film set in the same universe when asked. And reminiscing about her snarky assistant to Meryl Streep's Scary Magazine editor Miranda Priestley, Blunt suggested the job would be worth reprising for the clothes and styling alone. She admitted that she already had a few regrets about the edgy appearance of her character in the film and said that the green makeup should be removed because it was so awful. But when it comes to the clothing, Blunt acknowledges that everyone liked it, which is why she'd be open to doing a sequel so she could co-star with the A-list actors from the time. When Hathaway joined The View earlier in November, she expressed a little more reluctance with the idea of a sequel. Hathaway's career also took off as a result of The Devil Wears Prada. The Princess Diaries star wasn't sure whether a sequel is a good idea, as when they shot the picture, it was in a different era while on the show to promote her new film Armageddon Time. She therefore has her doubts, particularly given that everything is digital and that movie was based on the idea of creating a physical object, which is very different today. And with that, we're wrapping up today's video about the latest on Emily Blunt. Among her works, which do you think is the best for you? And what movies of hers do you think deserve a sequel? Let us know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching today's video, and before you go, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel with the notification bell on for more videos like these. See you next time!